Hey everybody out there. So today for you guys, I'm going to be profiling for you a deck that I have waited so long to profile, and I cannot wait to profile for you right now. And that is Fortune Ladies. I do apologize, I have no Carmine field mat. I have my Akiza, so best bay for me has to be Akiza, though I love Carmine. She's amazing with Jack. But fun story before I get into the deck profile here. So about last year, I think it was January of this past year, December of last year, I got snowed in one of those days, and I went through a lot of my old Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk, picking stuff out. And I was mainly going through stuff that I got in high school that I found in the garage. And I was like, oh my gosh. So it was a lot of Ancient Prophecy and, 5Ds, late GX stuff. And I came across a lot of the Fortune Lady cards. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this deck. I always said it would be a good deck if it got support. It has so much draw power. And I was like, oh, maybe I should try to build a deck around it. So, I tinkered around with it, but I just couldn't find the proper build. And then I put it on the back burner for about a month. And then new support got announced. And I was like, oh my gosh, Konami gods have answered my prayers. I found these cards in the gutter, and I'm going to build a deck out of them now. So finally the new support comes out. I build the deck. I've been playtesting it for about a month and a half, having a blast with this deck, and it's so cool. It's so awesome. And yeah, I can't wait to profile it for you guys, but I just wanted to tell you that little story there about this, because I've literally been waiting about a full year to profile this deck. So yes, it's been a process in the making. So first, we run 3 Fortune Lady Past. Fortune Lady Past deals with, it's your main tuner of the deck, it's your only tuner of the deck, that helps you go into Fortune Lady Every. That's the main thing it does. So yeah, Fortune Lady Every is amazing synchro card, but Fortune Lady Past helps you go into that. It also helps you get your, I guess you could say, your Fortune Lady's banished, so you can use your draw cards, you get effects off. There's a bunch of different things this card can do, but mainly I like using it to go for the synchro play, and it also can become a beater as well. So it's overall a great card. Next up we run Fortune Lady Light. Thank you Konami, for finally giving this card a rarity bump. This card's amazing. So this card, I don't want to say it's a lone Fire Blossom, but it kind of sort of is. Do apologize for the noise outside. But Fortune Lady Light is really amazing in that aspect. It helps you tutor Fortune Lady monsters from your deck. So it's amazing, and definitely a staple 3 of in the deck. I had my old rare ones and I sold them to somebody because I played this deck for a hot moment when it came out years and years and years ago. And I played it, and then when I found out the supers were coming in an OTS pack, I sold those off for the high price they were and got the OTS ones. So yeah, awesome. And then I went through my stuff again and I found 3 more rares, so it was awesome. Big profit. Next, we run 3 Fortune Lady Water. Water is amazing. Water is like a draw card for the deck. You can easily draw 2. This deck has so much draw power. Back in the day when this deck came out, and for years, like even up when spellbooks came out, I knew people that at locals and just for fun online were trying spellbook engines with Fortune Lady, the Fortune Ladies, and that's how you used to run it a lot. You used to run a huge spellbook engine in the deck with some of the Fortune Ladies because they had a summoner card that could tutor things out from the deck. They had a draw card. They had a bunch of draw power, and it was just like, wow, this deck is really, really powerful. If only it could have some new support. So yeah, but this is your draw card for the deck. You definitely run Water as a 3 of in the deck, hands down. Like I said, everything I have is like max rarity, rares and supers and everything for this deck. I love it. For the Fortune Lady engine stuff. Next, I won 1 Fortune Lady Fire. Fire helps you pop monsters. Some people like running this card as a 2 of. That's perfectly fine. If you want to run this card as a 2 of, be my guest. But I like running it as a 1 of in the deck. We also won 1 Fortune Lady Wind, which helps get rid of back row and whatnot. Just, spells, trap removal. I definitely say if you're going to bump either one of these up because you want to up the Fortune Lady count, Definitely fire, maybe to 2. Wind stays as a 1 of. We also run 1 Fortune Lady Dark, which is your big beater of the deck. You don't want to run, I love this card, but you don't want to run more than 1 of this card because it can become somewhat bricky. So definitely Fortune Lady Dark is a 1 of. This could be possibly a 2 of if you want to. And then 1 Fortune Lady Wind. Now, the reason why I'm running just 1 fire is because I liked bouncing my opponent's cards back with the new card that recently came out. With the Fortune Lady stuff. And I'm running 2 Wind Witch Golem Aurora, I think it's pronounced. This card is so good to play in this deck. Like, low-key, I love this card in the deck. Aurora is so awesome because it helps protect my, you know, because what the Fortune Ladies want to do is you want to have a bunch of Fortune Ladies on the field. That way you get multiple effects off, they gain multiple levels, they gain multiple attack. So how do you prevent that, you know, your monsters from getting destroyed and things of that nature? How can you swarm the field quickly to get these effects off? As well as go for the synchro play, which is pretty easy to go for. This card helps out with that. Plus it takes care of your opponent's stuff. It is literally a hand trap. I love this card in Witchcrafters, but my gosh, this card is awesome as a 2 of in Fortune Ladies. 3 of is a little bit too much because it's a once per turn effect. But once you get this, if you draw this card, which you most likely will because of the draw power of this deck, you're just going to be like, yeah, cool. They're like, I've had opponents like, how do I get around that? He's got that card in his hand. Really appreciate this card. Definitely try it out. And I think you will find that it works very well in the deck. Not everybody likes it. That's okay. Me personally, I love this card in the deck, and it's been amazing to run thus far. Next we run 3 Ash Blossoms and Joy Springs. Basic hand trap stuff. You guys know how this all works. 2019 hand traps. Yep. You can side deck them out if you want to. For Nebaroos and whatnot. Next we run 3 Fortune Lady Calling. This card's artwork I really like for the Fortune Lady lore. But overall this card's pretty good to help bring out Fortune Ladies, special summon Fortune Ladies. Definitely a staple of 3 over in the deck. There's not much more I can say about it. This card's amazing as well. The fact that you get to special summon Fortune Ladies out from your deck and whatnot. So with a different name and whatnot, but still amazing card. Next up we got 3 Fortune Vision. Now Fortune Vision, I'm just going to say it has a lot of good effects. I'm not going to go over everything because literally this card, as you can see by the card text, it is a paragraph long. Every time I play this card, I have to reread the card text because I can't memorize it all up here. But the card's very amazing, I'll tell you that. It has a bunch of different effects. Great card. Definitely a staple as a 3 of. But yes, 3 Fortune Lady Visions. I'm not going to go over it because literally, like, I'm not going to read that wall of card text. Okay, next up we have 3 Fortune Ladies Future. Now, this card you could run at different ratios. With the ability to get Fortune Ladies in the Banish Zone now, and you want to return them to the graveyard for reasons, I have gotten to the point where I like this card as a 3 of. Initially, when I ran this deck, some people used to run it as a 1 of, then a 2 of, and some people still run it as a 2 of, but as I've played this deck more and more and done different combo plays and extension plays and just everything, I'm liking this card as a 3 of nowadays. And it's very easy to set up. It's great draw power. Gets the Fortune Ladies back in your graveyard to reuse stuff, use them for different means. And overall, I like this card as a 3 of now. So, yeah, 3 Fortune Ladies Future. You can run that as a different ratio. Next, I run 3 Fortune Lady Vision. Now, I also run, in addition to that, I should say, 1 Terraforming as well. Now, I don't run Secret Village of the Spellcasters. If Terraforming was at multiples, like 2 of, I would definitely probably tech it in as a 1 of. But it takes setup, and if it can be a dead draw. If you do not get Terraforming or Secret Village of the Spellcasters right away, it's a dead draw. Like, I had that problem happen a lot when Terraforming went to 1 of. Personally, for the versatility it gives you, I really like Future Vision. and Future Vision I've been running as a 3-of. Originally I used to run as a 2-of before the new support came out, and for a while now I've been running it as a 3-of with my 3 supers I've had forever, and I've pretty much liked it as a 3-of as of right now. So definitely 3 Fortune's Vision as of right now, and definitely like it like that. Next up, we run a little spellbook engine. I run 2 Knowledge, 1 Secrets. I used to run a bigger spellbook engine back in the day before the new support came out. Played around with the spellbook engine for a while and came to the conclusion that I wanted just a smaller package of it. It's not that it's bad, it's just want a smaller thing of it. So I'm running 2 Knowledge and 1 Secrets. That way you can search your knowledge out to get more draw power and whatnot and continue your plays. 3 Knowledge I find was a little bit clunky, but I'm liking this little ratio right here that I'm doing, and I haven't looked back for a while on it. But yeah, definitely 1 Secrets, 1 Knowledge. If you want to expand upon the spellbook engine, you definitely can, though. Next up, we run 3 Call by the Grave. As you can imagine, with all the draw power we do and plays we're doing, you do not want to get ashed. You do not want to get drill and locked. Mainly, you don't want to get ashed. So, for that reason, we run 3 Call by the Grave to prevent ash, mainly. Yeah, it's a pain to get ashed with this deck. So, 3 Call by the Grave, pretty straightforward. Next up, 1 1-for-1. This helps you tutor things out of your deck, swarm your field with more Fortune Ladies. 1 Monster Reborn. Once you have enough Fortune Ladies in your graveyard, you've recycled them back into the graveyard, you can reborn them, get their effects off again, yada yada yada. It's pretty straightforward. Then we run 2 Fortune Lady Rewind, which is an amazing trap card to run in this deck. This card's pretty dang good. I'm going to read you guys the effect if you guys don't know already, but I've really enjoyed playing this card a lot. Target any number of banished Fortune Lady monsters with different names, special summon them, but shuffle them into the deck during the end phase. You can only activate 1 of this card per turn. It gives you the ability, it kind of reminds me in a way of Return of the Different Dimension, but a little more archetype. It's archetype specific and a little bit more restrictive because of how powerful that card has been in the past. So I really feel like this is kind of like a pseudo Return from a Different Dimension, and I really like this card a lot for that reason. It's been pretty good to play. If you set up your Fortune Ladies correctly, you can get a bunch of Fortune Ladies back. Very useful as a 2-of in the deck. Alright guys, now on to the extra deck. Let's get into that. So we run our Field Center token. I'm sorry, I don't have Carly. First I run 2 Fortune Lady Every. I'm thinking about bumping this up to 3-of. I just haven't done it yet. I still want to play with the deck a little bit more, but I'm thinking about bumping it up to 3-of. But as of right now, I'm just running 2 of it. I also won 1 Black Rose Dragon to blow up the field. You go for level 7s pretty easily, as you can imagine. 1 Cyberus Quantum Dragon. This sometimes comes in handy, and I do like it in the deck. We do run also 1 Scarlet Dragon Archfiend because you can go into level 8s, as well as Stardust Dragon because you sometimes can. You could also run Omega if you want to, but that's up to you. That's something I've played around with in my head trying out, but I just haven't done it yet. But you could try Omega. 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and 1 Trishula as well, which has been nice to play with. For your Link 2s and your Link monsters, we do run a couple. Underclock Taker, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Unicorn. We also run Appaloosa the Bow of Goddess, which you can easily make in this deck, and it's so good. As well as 1 Bull Sword Dragon as well, which we run. As well as, this is the card I may cut for my other Fortune Every, but I am trying out 1 number 60 Timeless. I'm not going to pronounce his entire name because I can't pronounce it, which is just good as a backup play, but like I said, I'm probably going to cut this eventually for a 3rd Fortune Lady Every. It's up to you. It's been a card that I've seen other people run, and I tried it out as well. And I'm like, yeah, it does come in handy, but I'm thinking I want a 3rd Fortune Lady Every. Appaloosa's been pretty good and whatnot, and I've really liked it in the deck because of the... If you get your board set up properly with how many different monsters with different names you get on the field, you can easily go for Appaloosa, and it's pretty good to go for. So, yeah. if you have it, definitely try it out. But I hope you guys all enjoy this deck profile. Like I said, I have thoroughly enjoyed playing this deck. It's been a lot of fun to play with. And I'm going to definitely play with this deck for fun for months on end because I just love it. And its playing style, and just artistically I love it as well. But just the art style of it I've always liked. And I've always liked 5Ds as well. So yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this deck profile. If you did, remember to give a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling. Happy Halloween to all of you. I hope you guys all enjoyed this Halloween deck profile. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care, everybody, and good luck dueling to all of you.